tells you the family outside are concerned. And I say, oh, they are going to wait today. There are so many things that is going on that is supporting me because it's a challenge all of us have taken. It's a decision we take. Every decision you take in life is your destiny. Every decision you take in life is your destiny. So if it is my destiny, I have to fight for it. We are going to do our best. We told them it's not over until it's over. Though we are languishing at the fourth position, 6 matches, 18 points can do something. And among the 18, we might meet some of the club at the top. So let's play. Until it is over, it is not over. This is what we are going to do. Yesterday we test their energy. We saw that it is down. So it is up to us.
Nati Ogun and his team were not sacked because of incompetence, but because things were just not going well with them. Nati Ogun and his team were not sacked because of incompetence, but because things were just not going well with them. Nati Ogun and his team were not sacked because of incompetence, but because.
Okay, I'm not going to right, and a report for wedding come out, solo to was it to was it. A year in
Both don't say young Penman come out.
I didn't
come out
0.7.
I got touch.
A jolly.
Now, my body gave to Chebreno.
Or the better.
Also, the Beshak Comocho, Western Spectacle Black. Until Jim say, what I said, Manaman.
Never been in your
Yaman uncle. One here.
Well, enters treble bid over Milan reach Italian Cup final. As in say,
meaning na Inter Milan treble per se, Mojeno. So it's over. After say Milan reached the final of Coppa Italia.
Okay.
Homoshomo 3-0. Lukajovic and Tijani Rendes. And then you win more.
Milan Inter 3-0.
3-0. Lukajovic 2 goals.
Okay.
Now the informed Tijani Rendes at the third.
I'm on for your crow de John. 3-0.
3-0. 3-0.
Mamma boy.
Oh, Inter team now.
Inter
team now any more now. Mama line up. Inter team any more now boy. But if you want to be in Milano.
But 3-0 there.
I feel want to be in Milan.
3-0 there is a hard one.
I want to be in Milan.
Anyway, okay. Carlo Ancelotti said if you want to win both Copa del Rey and La Liga, you have to win against Barca. This is clear. No doubt. And also, Madrid for Mofia and Yami will say, Omo intimi anche Barca, you be coach in at the team.
Now, say coach no name.
Captain Rafinha, who has enjoyed Rafinha na captain.
Rafinha, yeah, Rafinha.
Sir.
Captain Rafinha, yeah.
Oh, a stellar season contributing to over 50 goals is now a coveted target in the summer transfer window. One more target now.
A lot of people say Saudi for account.
Oh, okay.
And
I want to tell our fans that against PSG they have to play every ball with us. Bring your boots, your SIM pads, your shorts, your TV, your t-shirts. Let's play on Tuesday night all together here to have one of the most amazing nights at the Emirates. Meanwhile, according to reports, Arsenal could Baba and Dubai, students no. Arsenal could spend up to 300 million as many as 7 major sign after missing out on this year's Premier League title to Liverpool by some distance, with Arteta claiming he's excited by the prospect of Berta's debut transfer window. 300 million. 300
million.
Arsenal cannot
spend the money. Boss, say, which bill no, Jorginho official. It is confirmed. It might confirm. Say Jorginho is here. Arsenal.
You wage with Arsenal.
Oh, boss, say, resist. from
how are they
player
going to raise
sales.
300 million
Player
next
sales
season?
can on beton players ni bi. Nkoda ni bi omo team ni mo fi say we mo
And ordinarily, as I was a day. I don't think Arsenal can raise 300 million.
But say
I mean, who, by the little knowledge about how clubs raise money, they can raise 300
but say Arsenal to me raise 150 million euros.
The distance from 150 to 300
But 150 I cut to already 150 I cut 250.
Already 150 no away.
You raise by selling players. By selling players.
Now, but
Thomas Partey contract extension of Krasamasi.
no, Partey will stay. Partey will stay. I beg classes.
Boss report said they need upgrade over Partey. According to reports, which said
upgrade over Partey say be new years.
Boss. Rodri need upgrade over Partey.
I don't know how upgrade.
Rodrigo Cascante.
We plant if you need to remember be ma. How can you be upgrade over? Who go for upgrade over Partey way? And
not even upgrade over Partey. Somebody that's a younger Arsenal things or be man Arsenal with more age.
Anyway, hope you said the old can be, but raising 300 million.
Man raises yes can also players.
Now Real Madrid they can raise 300 million to buy players.
Oh, they can raise it.
300 million.
Boss, a season boss, a season Madrid that proposed 200 million pounds for Paris Saint-Germain. I want me wa no auto Tramini, no auto Kamavinga.
There is a certain meaning to be a financial. It's a whole thought they now be treated.
Yeah.
Installment that sell the amount that is mentioned. The American cousin and say they can have an arrangement where Baseko for 300 million in a season.
So boss, the fact is
in a season.
The fact is okay in can Arsenal can arrange with resources that say Martins will be Mendy. Let's say 60 million pounds. Maybe to 20. Arsenal can agree with Sporting Lisbon say Victor Gyökeres
the Sano raising 300 million.
Yes,
finance
but you say it's
Matthias. Apart from say you classify and say school for story. Nottingham Forest and Bayer Leverkusen will target a move to sign James McCarthy if Manchester City sign either Morgan Gibbs-White or Florian Wirtz. Babele Oname Kacho said, do you really even think that Morgan Gibbs-White and yet normal typical English hyper? Onimbosa.
No, I think it's not a bad player.
And or join Manchester City. Why no Kwaku in a free one? I say anyway. Because James McCarthy no so but Liverpool need just a point against Spurs on Sunday. Afternoon to be crowned Premier League. Over people are quite sure say Liverpool be crowned champions. What it means is that Arsenal go guard of honor be our baby. Kasana. Ubian could you know say
but Manchester for no money agent.
How many agents say?
I said Manchester for be happy Arsenal not winning the Premier League.
Oh, so be I happy. Anyway,
so I happy say Manchester Arsenal not winning. You're careful because Liverpool are winning 20.
Arsenal, ni who you may hear in Tiama. Some kanda. Say you movie. And Untina
because
Aston Villa have discussed the possibility of making a move for Kevin De Bruyne and so this summer the Man City star will become a free agent when his contract expires at the end of the season. Kevin De Bruyne will hear we are saying. Aston Villa new.
But Wakasa on Saudi. Was he still wants to play in Europe? Was he still
waiting me if you are Bayern Munich or any mate and Vincent Company.
Was Bayern Mope Florian Wirtz would have been number 10.
Oh, Serbia. Next idea anyway. Back home, Lawyer Safuduku has shed light on the departure of Coach Prosper Ogum, stating that the decision to part ways with the GAFA had nothing to do with incompetence. Or say they are do emphasize that while Ogum may not have delivered the desired results in his second stint with Kotoko, the decision to end the relationship was based on practical realism rather than questions about his technical abilities. Very paradoxical. Prosper Nateogum was not sacked because he's an incompetent coach. Far from that. Things just weren't working as expected, and sometimes for the good of the club and the coach is better to move on, he stated.
If the team is not performing, it's your responsibility to make the team perform.
It sounds controversial, but okay. Obi leader Bioha, his leadership could be creating problems. And just say he's not onima Jumano. So what I say? A Jumana the Ashen and Sano. Bia ne style binti. And now the way he wants to govern the place, and I'm comfortable with it. And I lead it to bad results. That is not to suggest on Yadi. Maybe just a lawyer person. Whether that is the reality is another thing, but the opposite channel. Yes, say we are born on Yadi and results and Manu.
Boss, this is Kotokotima. Already some matches, even Mabayara. But the performance now, boys no born no ball park.
And one okay.
Boys no born no born. From the start of the season, basically.
I don't know. It's as a result of a certain gap. Was on the between probably the players and the coach. And yes, Onima Juma say, "Untimi she man fa."
But this is a coach. I'm going to come on to players.
Newly appointed Asante Kotoko assistant coach Prince Ozu has expressed his gratitude and excitement over joining the club's technical team, describing the opportunity as a great honor. Okay, Prince Osu Akasa. Kotoko said to announce the appointment of a new physical trainer and a goalkeeper's coach.
Physical trainer is no start here.
Na Joe now. Na Joe. Now, do you need two goalkeeper trainers at any point in time? And the way I'm just going to call me. I have to explain. Now, I say, there be almost so many goalkeeper trainers. Me know na.
Boss, Najao no. Asa Najao.
Na back one column.
Najao na match day. Was a match day. Bia na Najao na ho.
So he was a senior.
Yeah, minim say bia. Joe Ban ebia minim de adwen ebia for physical reasons ti dia minim
physical reasons that's it
ebia eno ye madwen
okay yem pa adwen bia wa ebebu sem na solo chance na mi nso asem ba ko bia kire madwen na afi yen ko be po ne
na boss ya tese physical trainer na ti adwen.
Some leading members of Accra's supporters front are planning to petition the board to request the head coach Kwata to step aside ahead of their Kushia Premier League against Kotoko. Omo say match na Kotoko ne has upon Water and Tranche. Oh, story ready. If you pass so, if you would throw on, ay, I'm on and now it is easy to see a also on friend technical director.
Yes, yeah.
Ona now or patches.
Yes, share press conference and Asenana. Yes, first question about Nipa refer to him as a coach, no as a Debbie or a technical director, and friend is or a technical director. Sano can. Any reason tia or cancer.
No, Sako to quiet and clear said you appoint a head coach.
Yeah.
But his members some kind of obsession about the term technical director and M1 because when him said Zito moved from the coach of Dreams FC to the technical director. So
yeah,
he wasn't the coach.
Minim.
It was Dormon.
Yeah, we for Dormon and or the Omoye Juma.
So at his maiden press conference, was a technical director, I mean your coach, you know.
Yeah.
Is it the case that he's not comfortable with coaching now? Probably we will come to that later.
Yes, AB so I will feel say may coach
because on my own home.
They said they are technical director.
Yeah,
you be coach.
You about 3 matches.
No, I
can't say me because I'm a technical director. Mon am to be a coach. Also, I said the best is can once.
Oh, headed from the negative negative side. Positive. So
how do you call it negative?
So guys, about 3 matches, they be results and
you are the acting coach and the technical director of the club.
Yeah.
Obi frɛ coach as me coach me technical director. O say agwabi o say o ye nana o say me nana. Tete a year da kan drama bi anom. So o ye nana o say me nana. Na say oh. Enti mo me hwɛ mu yi. Eche ye beba me
say o kan bi a
me busa. Me nana oba yi me nana ne nkasa.
Yeah.
Why busy o say o settle down.
Enra before initial say no or acknowledge stations bi a pa
ya dam
ko ya no say o pani na ba na say
ya dam for no and he's been a friend says ya say also kuni fie won sa won nyina so enti no we be see hu say oye coach and I say technical director no obey by a friend coach on so call acting coach you are coach
in the interim there you can say coach
me my friend coach senior akwa ba college boko there
nyame adom
alright Bayport for atna say so lo ya mo ka mutie there obi o wa fa ne say ye ka ko be ye free ho so o mo be ya advert o mo nya advert o ye tu for say event saying financial literacy and ebitimi chirechire mu a o de bosumi o pay 1,200 kra bomodian 500 to
na ka pressure ba me sui
ka be late
na se boss is
ade ba kwa ba like ade ba ko ne say wi ase enyem re da o bie mu engofo mo twen say wi ase emu mu bie mu da ye ti se be ye ni eso
Mbegu kakra.
O bibia no aye. Edu we expect wi ase bia. Obi hu beto na da bi say ya na be ye. E bia your personal circumstances may change. But say wi ase na mu ba be ye mre te say the artist we heaven say be nam gold so ni ade no. Ye nyanko heaven dey had ye nam to gold so da. O ma tuni nyina kra wa asase na. Serious. Me anti Bayport for nka
you
what you say
also person could try na me German bus
na bit my
person oye in camera
o mo sika obeja ma de la
oye in camera so obe dia am person oye in camera obeti ma ye dia
na asna na wo ba no ba be support to anase sika nti na wo ba
se asam ya can you also episode numbers in camera obe ya mi
agwanya support
onye
tama we de mechia wahwefo ne wetiefo anope na ne baba kan ne de achi ebedi hu nkomo na said you see kan Bayport savings and loans ya tenase ene anope biom ye ba
mo wa abodini bi mo se mama loan echen de bia organa ha
de make can say me chassis say me kasa ebebem
okay
na de woman ni sa no pay no say unim say Ghana ha de ye ka financial institutions are ama ye workers loans are in terms of volume ye na edikan eno na opese utie no eno ne adwuma ya ye kese e wo man yi mu for about 22 years in here. Now, see, the idea beka only a fixed deposit. I investment product. The idea I friend the Bayport fixed deposit. Yeah, the beka who was me a man for, and so I started any diguma since 2017. I this product beka home. Na time I would say was to be a head tunim. Ugusua ye. And you know, who me dear, they be a banner car man for her. No mutie adanse a oni amanfo edifa ho nti ni na etia se wo de se de osika che baba enwo wo ye sikani ansa na watimi de sika bi ato baabi obra na ye bo no se de osika ye no yenya hu da e be mre enu nti no wo ye adwuma ana se wo sika bi eda baabi a wunya so mfaso a Bayport savings and loans say your investment product a friend Bayport fixed deposit fa betu ho ye won hwehwe ye won bosumi miensa ene ye won bosumi nsia ene afe nti wo customer wo na wo be kire se wo misika yi me pese me de eto ho me invest wo mo ho enye savings investment just so this sika no to honum na sika no awo amount na eno wa nhihye se bosome miensa interest ebeba ho nie se bosome nsia interest ebeba ho nie interest ebeba ho nie ne eno wa nhihye no na odi sika na to honum na ye amount investment certificate certificate no so no be hu sika dodo a de beto ho emra de beto ho bosome dodo to a kra wo se sika ni mfaso ebeba so nti we ne ya a yen de enim so man mu nipa bebre de o musika to ba bi a du se o mo kwa gi sika no na ensem aba ho eno na tembia e ba ne e bo hu de ru se o be ye investment ahwe institution no adwuma o mo de sika ne ye mfie dodo kra o medi wo man mu enwuma o maye amanfo mo de o musika beto ho a o mabenya ho mfaso a sembia mba ho na o de sika no aba beto ye honom na ye no wa nhihye no na emfaso na ba ho na onsa aka eno ntita ma medical the numbers ya todwa Ghana ha ye o ba bia na opese obe investment ibia opese obe investment ibia na ofre numbers ya ba bia wo bia no ye relationship manager si ebeje wo so no ma kire kwan obefa so ya investment no na edika obetima afre 0242 288 915 mi sense subium 0242 288 915 eno ye Michael ubetimi afre doka so 055 811 92 81 055 811 92 81 ubetimi afre Daniel so 0244 598 400 0244 598 400 timidi kan the number me say atudwa na mo a mutie no mubetimi afre na ne mu pese omuti sumamo na muhu ewo investment no omo be kire mo bebi a wo bia no man mu ha bebi a wo bia no frɛ a your relationship manager si ebeje oso no ma kire o ye branch bebi e wo bebi a wo no ama wakona omne waye hyehyɛ na udi kanato ni ewom ni say ye Bayport Savings and Loans ye start adwuma yi obi enu ho de ni sika no abeto ye hono ma emre ne so ya ene nsa ka ni sika ne ye ni interest ewom ene wo ye nhyehyɛ na ye bie investment account amount na uye investment ni wie dan so ya pe a mature ya pe no ubenya alert wo phone so say sika na ode beto ho no any interest na abeto so no aba abeto wo phone so ope kra umaye center honom ana ye branch ho ye be register USSD ewo wo phone so amount a ye register ma wa sika na abeto account no wanya alert no wa na ube activate wo honom be bia opese odi sika no fa se o twi sika na beto momo so se wo twi sika no de atua obi ka se wo twi sika na koto third party account mo ni nyina no ye be kire wo ama waye ni ye nyina no cashless system a kire se sisi ye enwo se wo na okuta sika bebre a wo de nam sika no beto wo phone so a wonya alert na ape no na wa waye den wa transfer e de akoba bia opese odiko nti wenum na Bayport Savings and Loans ye sika no so oni ye ka na say obey investment na there's no need say obekuta cash no na odi aba ni ehia ne say ye na obedi ebe ye nhyehyɛ na ya kyerɛw baby a wo bia no banks bi o hono ma obetima transfer sika no direct into Bayport Savings and Loans account mo na wetwa deposit slip no na odi asɛ ne ye na nhyehyɛ a ye na obey say 3 months na obey na say 6 months na obey na 1 year na o say ne ma ya pe ne ya booki ne ya send investment certificate ne the amount
good
na wo hu say investment yi wo ha eno na ye ahyenso de a e kire say usika wo ye hanom na tem bia na obi wo honom na o invest 3 months or 6 months but e bia challenge bia ba o si o me pese me bana mo ma me early termination na me yibi na me san enroll ne others no yetimi ye ni na na calculate interest do kra aba so the number of days in near the amount the Bayport savings and loans there ye ba ye obi a ode ne sika betu ye ho a wa invest bia no obi a ne nya asem da tem bia nhihia ne wa ye ne no a ne edi so ntitama se wo de wa ye bi pen nti unim se de city ye
no ano da unia bia asem ni ho
sika
no baby wa na kobra na mre na nso ne ade Bayport ntesa Bayport yo ntesa
ntino
wo kakra bi afabra same kakra no eda ho no fabra entka eda fa akwa nya hwe na esika mum
sa
eno na ye ya odige no akwa akoyi waso nya hye no a we de utimi class so emre no so beso ompo wa do 3 months so bo wa 3 months so na we na ye fine so munye ni 6
exactly
mu he na afi ekọ sa na TNT wa ba se ohun ni ntem a ko e ba nye late
baba de say
the boss who situation
baba de nye
situation be
situation ya bia den
ya do ba hotel ka jeje obenya admission o university ala
me cheche wana
atmenti there be a Bayport
time ye bo fidie so oni so fidie kwa akire omo ama no ni nyina ehwe na omo tie amanfo bebre wa ama no ne a ye kan omo ne akasa de hia na Ghana card na ya create account na ma na wa ye investment no de ato obi ho no ma obefia enwo se okuta sika kese na odi abefie wo ho na no betimi ye no betimi edin so so na ya create investment na ma wo ha na odi sika na tum odi sika no tum ni ahihye ama ohu 3 months 6 months and say bia 1 year time na obeba na sika ne da ha awo amfa so abaso nti wo ba ye no project a wo di ba be ye no nya fi na odi sika ne free no ho sika ne da ha a interest abeka ho ama wa ye de waba be iska no na odi aye adwuma obi wo nso a wo ha so mu me se ni sika aba no ma ye we ato me ba edin mu na eda hankofo bebre ene edi nsa so a omo amase ni sika ma ya invest ya mo enti no baby a wo bia no obetima ye investment no de hia ne se wo be Ghana card na ya create investment na ma na baby a wo bia no so obetima monitor investment no enti no de eka nyina ne se numbers ya na wo se ofre na ofre numbers na baby a wo bia no your relationship managers ibeje wo so na omo achereche de obeya enti no tama numbers ni
Bayport agency numbers no so biom
na ha obetimi afre 0244 598 400
400
0244 598
400 obe friends is here eno ye hwan number
eno ye Daniel
o fa so pe Daniel
afre Michael 0242 288 915
0242 288 915
eno ye Michael
okay
bit my friend 0558
11
92 81 bit my friend 0558 11 92 81 eno ye Docas ubetimi afre miame so 0244 170 601 now ubetimi afre 0555 642 900
Boniface no ye repeat Boniface there na
0555 64 2900
ti numbers we nyina
baby a wo bia
Bayport kakra wo bia no de fa ko na kwa investment kakra na eye de man ye ne se at Bayport tem bia ohia osika bia de be ma ho your working interest rate na da so no ukọ ya pepepe
na da so
na wo munya asem da if after 20 something years
yes
so the nam system we move on scar it just say you are doing clean business because of our strategy almost say obi aban twa ne ka de obo si on de beba
exactly
nti ho no mo nam o ma tiri baby wa kwaje bo sen baby eska ni free so o mo ma aban adwuma fo bo se
ho ne discount
aban bia ni ho a wa ba o so ntu o mo ka
exactly on tu
tinam sent o mo sika na de koto na safe ti o mo promise ya they deliver
university a mfa nkoso ye de kwa koto bonds na say
bi na a bond bi a ere baba se bo mo di an pe unya be 20,000 bia say chicken feed
ma baba
20,000 na de fa koto na
da no ada oda baba why
utura ma na bomb
that's
for mon pro numbers is they are all ready.
Yes.
Mike Dorcas, Collins, Daniel and Boniface omo nyina ready. Hard guys on be usika so am come up. Baba it also down to me na
send of course nipa de so drink akra.
I don't know who was ai the man boy adi o baba e ko
enti anopai yama special good morning bm na yamu akwa aba marasa so ye konko funkroso na ensemo anopai edi adenchete ensemo a ebumfumpa onkofo nkroso no ye de honsem atoanim ene anopai ensem no edoso na mom de disafata se wohwe na wotie ena ye de emma wo kitikiti mampole bi ena ewoma akansuo yanom akambuno pa anopai ye to eboase na ya tre no emra ye confirm emunum nyina edi ama wo show no live on Facebook Oyerepa live Oyerepa Radio on Facebook Oyerepa live Oyerepa Radio on Facebook live on Oyerepa TV live on Oyerepa 100.7 FM and on pay ye call on the broad wings of 2025 Hisense kitchen appliance promo. Hisense say o kitchen wa awesome ayefe enti refrigerators no o fridges no turning na 50 Hisense amasua amunko a na auto efiom ho a one more 5-year defect warranty enti auto a wato adepa entwe kanea bebre enti microwave no to ewo Hisense asuye o fridges no double door single door ningina auto ewo Hisense amasuye na a promo na amo a 28 day of April na sase na awie 8 May 2025 abusuam Hisense refrigerator no abusuam innovations meet efficiency for a fresher and smarter home enti from 0302 550000 na wafem Hisense for na fenema nyina akoye ade amount me sase afi Italy na before that no way afi ASP Mr. Bright Acheampong officer asante bekwai no ho ene fitienie efi Mr. Bright Acheampong officer asante bekwai to Chief Inspector Efia Boatma of Regional Quarter Masters Office or say I'm a happy birthday. Nti happy birthday to Chief Inspector Efia Boatma of Regional Quarter Masters Office. I'm a happy birthday from Mr. Bright Acheampong. Enti ebatwasom ati afi Jordi Sudakov anasuye reporter yansa eka HMC Napoli edinkomo na amuye jombe bia sector Donetsk attack no ombefano na obe juma edi ama team former Barcelona winger Luis Figo ena edi etu jose ono de onimpa se Interbona amo ebono ene squad ekuta Simone Inzaghi no se de tie bia obetu finals of the UEFA Champions League or say I am convinced with Inter Milan squad ekuta mom ene manager womo ewo na Manu Koni ono a player Emma AS Roma Ukraine se ohwe Manu Koni ewo Roma mfimfiwa ene nyasem kitwa afi ni maiden season for Roma wo ba juma pa ete ama Roma team nom reporter eba HM Paris Saint-Germain nom ene de che sɛ ɔmbɛfa mmanu kɔni sɛ ɔmmra ɛma yɛ adwuma ɛmfa ɛma tim no diamete ɛkyɛm sɛ Roma mpanimfoɔ no sɛ ɔmo ngyae ne mu ɛma no ɛnkɔ baabi a ɔbɛtena na afɔ yɛ adwuma ɛde ama tim no Simone Inzaghi ɛde ato dwa sɛ ɔnyɛ happy with performance a ɔmo ɛda na de no credit sɛ ɛnra na nka ne players no bɛtumi ayɛ more sɛ ɔte fie ɛwɔ San Siro ɛwɔ Coppa Italia nom na yɛsɛ no ɛka mmiɛnsa a wɔntumi antimi de ofi sɛ ne team no could have done better. Ɔyɛ sorry to the fans ɔbɛpa fans na kyɛw sɛ team nom antimi anko amfa nkɔ n'anim ɛwɔ Coppa Italia nom ɛno ayɛ Simone Inzaghi manager ɛma Inter Milan ne nsɛm a ɔde atutwa ɛnɛ anɔpɛ Scott McTominay ɛyɛ player ɛma Napoli ɔsɛ Scudetto no ɛnyɛ over na ɔmbɛ dwombe bia na amahwɛ nim sɛ ɔmbɛtumi a fight for the Scudetto possibly ɔmbɛtumi agye ɛnom ɛyɛ Scott McTominay na memeya koda no na menyini no player na de bia mehwɛ no ɛyɛ Zinedine Zidane ɛne Wayne Rooney ɛno ɛyɛ Scott McTominay ne nsɛm a ɔde atutwa ɛnɛ anɔpɛ Juventus for Diamete anɔpɛ ɛkyɛm sɛ ɔpɛ clubs a wɔn ɛpɛ Victor James Osimhen ɛyɛ ɔmo ɛna ɛyɛ bid kɛseɛ paa ɛyɛ Juventus ɛna ɛyɛ bid kɛseɛ ɛde akɔ boy no so sɛ yɛbɛhia o Nyankopɔn bo asɛm yɛ bra na bɛ lead the attack ɛma Juventus. The question is Napoli ɛbɛtɔn boy no ɛde ama Juventus anaasɛ amo ntɔn no ɛma Juventus ɛmɛ ɛne nkrabea ɛna ɛbɛkyɛ yɛ kɔ Spain na afei yɛdi nkɔmɔ ɛna nɔpɛ ɛwɔ Spain before sɛ mɛkɔ Spain no ɛyɛ Dr. Daoud of Daoud Scientific Helper Hospital na dama ɛna ɔdimasi akɔnkɔn a anɔpɛ Miko Spain na yɛdi nkɔmɔ ɛwɔ Spain ɛna nɔpɛ live on Oyerepa TV live on Oyerepa 100.7 FM na deɛtɛnie Dr. Daoud sɛ ɔteasi na onim sɛ dua ɛma ayaresɛi ɔntena hɔ ɛma yadeɛ ɛmfa ntoɔ no nom ɛwɔ nsia do nti bra na ɔnto yadeɛ no se ɛmfa ɛma ɛyɛ kwankorɔ yadeɛ ɛbi stroke na ɛtew soɔ ɛyɛse stroke yi deɛ ɛyɛ mfie mmienum afinie ɛnti wɔno akyia ɛnkɔ ɛne adeadeɛ fakɔ dan Dr. Daoud na ɔno na world draw ɔde ɛtu aseɛ ama wɔ syphilis ne bɛkɔ wawade awɔ ma fakɔ dan Dr. Daoud ɔbɛtu aseɛ ɛde ama ancestral weakness ne deɛ ɔtene tɛ ɛwɔ nasuɛyɛ afei diabetes stomach ulcer atena so akyɛw menua tetew nti aduane wɔ ɔkra wontimi nti ɛwɔ sɛ wokɔ Dr. Daoud hɔ na ɔtu no nyinaa se ɛma wɔ ɔwɔ machines wɔ hɔ a woyɛ sɛ ɔkɔɔyɛ a na wɔde adwo ɛka ɔkɔ a ɔde fa machines no mu ɔho yade a ɛwɔ honamdua no mu na ɔde bibidwo ɛtumi atu aseɛ nti wodeɛ ɔtu a ka kyerɛ ne sɛ onnua baba yi sɛ na ka kyerɛ woɔ sɛ ɔba a ɔpɛ dua no bi gye Dr. Daoud dua no bi na wowe a wobɛhu sɛ wodidi soro wodidi fam ɛna soro ka kyerɛ so akɔgye bi ɛde akɔ ayie no nti kɔ adwo so krapa Old Metro FM dan no mu sɛ wiasan so ɔwɔ hɔ 0244 886 437 0244 886 437 0201 681 717 wafrɛ na afei ne makɔyie ama Miko Spain na Captain Lemon Ferrero Pepe a former player Emma Madrid Classico a Saturday night eto dwanon ode nanoatum na Pepe nsɛm a ɔkanyina ne sɛ a very difficult game na Classico de masa okoba onim sɛ wei ɛyɛ favorite wei ɛnyɛ favorite na yɛka favorite game we mu dia enka bɛka sɛ ɛyɛ FC Barcelona na mom bibia ebetime asi on Saturday or believe Don Carlo Ancelotti and Jude Bellingham, Kylian Mbappe, Vini Junior num se ombetime aboa ama anima koye ate amatim na anwa on team play efi mat the boys no ane Captain Lemon Ferrero Pepe ninsema ate atudwa ene anopay Oko Tottenham Spurs asuya reporter meti HM say amatin konom say Madrid Christian Romero enti amoye dombe bia say Christian Romero no ente ambassador ne contract enti amanom e Tottenham Spurs team no Goulet enra na ne motimbo also onim se onom ene say the only game and it's a Getafe emra Madrid caution our colisem ekaba ko a omantimi anto so at the man of the match or say great goal are you happy with a 3 points Madrid answer etime aka na enra adebisi after the game na Getafe staff member ekokobusa after Goulet ni Jesse akodano masa was so Jesse mame entimetwa sa video no and play on Oyerepa TV na kokobusa ni Jesse say me here Jesse no na kodano krade obi attend Jesse ni dada enti anom and wani gusua o hwan masa o mani jeno home fees akoda we no that bia masa obey big plenty me here Jesse ni adiadia na Tibut Courtois after the game and on say ababo ni teammate number so ohun say amobo as a team and na obia o Vinicius Junior bia enwo juma Vini Junior eyeye enwo team nom watete Chabi Alonso Leverkusen manager ababam abaya juma ete ama Madrid na anopay miri details na amao details ni na details na ansa openino onne Leverkusen our gentleman agreement so that bia metima come former club bia na mekwa e wasika bia wasa club no metimi etua na yeditin komana 8 million euros e sika se Madrid Chabi Alonso se amaya juma emwa o metua ede ama Leverkusen na fe amaya juma ede ama tino Jose Bordalas onom eye manager ama Getafe or the atuja se enra enye true reflection of the game and who you know say at least and can the team nanya dekra and can draw enough at the ama Getafe bobo korom and yan semwa Jose Bordalas ede atuja and then I'm paying Don Carlo Ancelotti after the game or confirm say a draw Camavinga and of David Alaba outer omuntime emo classico no bi na Mira Studio Sesia and meeting come off Spain na Deminim and say a draw Camavinga or you out season ontime mobo biam ni plano FIFA Club World Cup no kra a draw Camavinga entime konko bobi yentie Don Carlo Ancelotti and run right after the game.
Upset because our goal was to win the 3 points, and that's what we did. We had a very good first half and a second half where we suffered. The Getafe pressed us much more in the second half, and we had a lot more trouble keeping control of the ball. As for Arda Güler, he played as a midfielder, did it in his style and did very well, showing his quality, a lot of creativity in the game and great skill.
Can we say Barcelona are favourites to win the final?
As I said yesterday, it's a final, and maybe they arrive as favourites, but a final is a final, and anything can happen in a final. It's true we've been focused on being more solid defensively. It's also true we're lacking effectiveness in attack. Even though we did a good job in that sense during the first half tonight, we weren't effective enough on counterattacks in the second half.
Simeone coach ama Atletico de Madrid ose ni season no onkase ama faili ama for chemse enough is enough o Spain wa clubs are team pan o ka ho nanso ase matrai makwe polom semnoa ena oye no say oni omomo kasa na nyadwen football du ba bia ebekoye eduru ba bia lacking football emma enti onkasa fi wa faili na store am fight for the season abom Pablo Barrios abaso ose afi ope plaza omo ba juma pa enti ama Real Metropolitano Marantena boy no akahumbi Espanyol goalkeeper no kranie akwano wo benyano no wanya goalkeeper the din ene Juan Garcia na ya tise team sa odo ena edinachi ama the likes of Barcelona, the likes of Madrid, Chelsea, nom omina eteche yet sabone pasa o change environment kakra na mon Florentino Perez monitor the situation no say Juan Garcia no also ba na obeya juma emba Madrid amir reporter eka mensa anopay let us an update on Spotify Campunun say ana Campunun or etie and na anopay the latest on Campunun anopay on Oyerepa TV na yahwem ekwanya empenimfo efaso ele carpet esedie stadium neti mpempre yi na Rafinha meti report bi say Rafinha was over 50 goals at the Barcelona afino offer biaba na se offer ne around 100 million pounds Barca betono amano etime akọ Hilal ediache say amo pen city nom nyina club some hwim say amo sa ebetime aka boy na donsem eto anim enano pay Barca mpenimfo say 2027 opening instant day and for Emma Barca omo jude e wo Hans Flick musa otna obetime aboam ama club no akọ ade akonanim na mete report to be fi Barca campo lineup Saturday ombetime adiabo etia Madrid chame medibama edusa herbal clinic and the adusa herbal mixture and adusa herbal capsules ababonte na adusam herbal mixture etu kokona say usisi ne be call arthritis be flu so afa menstrual pains no unya bi na onum a ni nyina be call me say kope adusa prostamide capsules na entu prostate ni nyina say emfa emaw adusa man capsules bebu am amwa adwuma ye awo empem member jono entinom bi swame mazi macro goy filling station inside war and warm Accra that's Enkapumprimant Temu La Paz Oben Las Palmas or behind Pizza Man 0500110115 0557009824 0557009824 Buffet Abdusam Hyper Clinic na possible line of Petronina Barca for Ayano Ayashashini and I better go possible on Saturday. Fall back, about Gerard Martin, Juice Kunde, Kubasi, Inigo Martinez, Frank de Jong, Danny Omo, and the Pedri, about John Finfio, and Nimono, about Lamin Yama, Ferran Torres, and Rafinha, women line up, I'm going to room, now Mikel Arteta, that's about England, Arteta, they are two dry, sending Arsenal team, no. Mabeka cha fans ne say Nyankopon bo Tuesday game a omne Paris Saint-Germain bebo in the Champions League semi-final no masa team no o kan obi ate say omo kan ho bi fans no and no mbebo game no Mikel Arteta say onya happy with scoreline onya yam with Crystal Palace and 2-2 or their two guys set ni team no they have to improve na afa nyima nyina koye emma wom mete report bi say Alexander Isak Kennedy Young Koma, Arsenal from Penimfo 80, Victor Jokeras, NFA, Benjamin Sesko, two players, Arsenal, any Eddie Amati, some former summer in Afe, Amabaya Juma, Eddie Amati report say Arsenal beton players Nibi, now Amareziska, Nafe, I'm also the Biaka, I'm gonna do around 300 million euros, Nafe, Amadia Kojaso, Ako top players, I'm gonna touch it, and it's 2025-2026 English Premier League, I was I'm could say Arsenal captain Martin Odegaard too comfortable dodo ase abasubodi na didini tirim onimbo oya captain inti ase kanina no pushing hono say Martin Odegaard pushing them na Mikel Arteta say are disappointed say enra on a Crystal Palace about 2-2 Mikel Arteta.
Yeah, disappointed with results and I think we never got the consistency in many areas to completely dominate the game. We always had the feeling that, yeah, we had the ball, we had possession when in front twice, but the game wasn't grabbed, it wasn't dominated and controlled in the way that we normally do, because we were below the standards in some areas, and yeah, when you
the could say official Arsenal players maybe pussy enough. And Martin Odegaard Dino.
Been discipline issues. There's been, referees' decisions or whatever you want to see it. Injuries as well plays its part. But it just shows there for me that certain players, going back to Odegaard, starting to feel a bit comfortable and not being pushed a bit more. And there's a sense of that in some performances. What about the goalkeeper tonight? Would that be a concern? Well, the goalkeeper tonight, yeah, it was again a bit of indifferent. But I can't, Rare's been absolutely fantastic for many times, because a period of times when he won't be on the ball at all, but he's always been very consistent. Tonight it was a few wobbles, but look, it's one.
Now, Emmanuel Petit, a former France international, Nensala Anissa Declan Rice and Pempe best midfielder. We are saying Declan Rice Olimbo at a midfielder beer. Oh, we are saying, and also Chelsea, maybe almost a CIA, but in the blame maybe. I'm manager Enzo Maresca. ɔne nkoda na ɛyɛ adwuma na woka asɛm na tɔn nkoda ne tim a yɛ ne di ɔmo tim dem na no de beto dwa sɛ ne tim no kra no ɔmo nyɛ ready for the Premier League title saa nsɛm na ɔkae no a deep place ne tirim dem ɛna affect Chelsea ama ɔmo wɔ baabi a ɔmo wɔ mpempe yi ɛno yɛ Emmanuel Petit. Now Manchester United asoɛyɛ and Madu and ano play Matthias Cunha. What it is Abeba Amaya Juma at the Amatimania Dadia. Na Guy Novo at an analysis. What chemu Matthias Cunha Oba a crime bay and a befaso Abua Ama United are quaconing.
I mean, they're desperate in that position. You think of what Manchester United are playing now. They've obviously let Jadon Sancho go, they've let Rashford go, they've let Anthony go. So 3 players who are obviously natural, more sort of players who travel with the ball. They're playing with Garnacho at the moment, but then they're lopsided. You know, on the other side, they've either got sort of, sometimes it's Xerxes when he was fit, or they've got Bruno Fernandes stepping up one in moments. So it's you know, Mason Mount's come in there, but they need someone who can beat players. They need someone who's equally as good running through the middle with the ball and travelling with the ball as there is. Maybe sometimes they'll go out wide and support the wing back. So he's a type of player that you could see Manchester.
Na oko Chelsea, Liam Delap, Hugo Ekitike, Benjamin Sesko, Jonathan David, and Victor James Osimhen, namely strikers are. Amatre omudi agu krata so asama yi omesan mu bi amabaya juma ede ama Chelsea. On this note, just so edin confirm close to seminal Esiano pay.
Yes, Yamato so famamo 10:35 at the time. Today's pause is show Wutie Yanwakai say exactly 12 and I sorry the legend at your drum and into Winnie how you see Karim to hopefulness if you had go pressure mount to a house of folk and also Nina pay yade eba ebra. O batimenka some beka tumpai in satisfied spray. No one some dia chawo. You bet you said dia. Car 362 pace international mama bay. Tana so pata New South Junction Franco Trading Enterprise Bibinito Map Plus. You bet feel ride no our first man ride near Power Specialist Herba Hospital. A brother crunchy. Yes, was a special birthday goes to Al Hassan Jabiru or Columbus, Ohio, US. Yes, birthday receive from your father, Mr. Jabiru and Mrs. Haulata, Uminano, our Columbus, Ohio, and I wish you one bar. Meeting any Al Hassan Jabiru, and alas, if I was sensuous, alas, the pressure. Alas, I special birthday and confirm and anope now. Yet was not a Yamajuma Nayanka was a tumpa in satisfied spray. Mabusa say any challenger, no challenger. Any challenger, no challenger. Ye may be a good corner so and one the Dimericano, the honor so and yet we wouldn't know Ninranti and a Macana about Regina or Free Canada about nothing over pay ye and Casa women they are Macacho, Bapa Canada, Bapa and a Regina said so. Oh, no, I'm catch you almost Munko pet tumpai in satisfied spending no fanshow bagging. Sansia Quan Case, near Quacoda, and Sassan Tontum, Ebadi Stabu, not to your papa or Penny Frederick, Yow, or before, Bermaya, we and a year come into ready a tumpai no Mr. Bomadim, make sure say Bishop Bagging in Yakwa, not just a chair, Dean Sons and lovers of Forinano, Eba, Amanyama, Etumi, I come and make an answer. Nafi Macau say when you had the lemon and the lavender and the Friday ye nebra would you come tontom would you come interfere Nafi and some consuenua a rogram panamuno would you come one and crowd to go boa went to me ehwam na ya na mpacho tienie de make Kenya dance wia ni nyina say wokotonko for de akese no na to tumpan a kase no ye 750 ml no atumpan no so che no enketo ne size no a ye 400 ml no and also sa so e che enketo ne nyina na e wo adwaso no eno ntibomodin anopai uram e wo Accra Pokuase ACP Kumasi eye Sokoban Takrade eye Hakuna Matata uram obi ura provision shop bi na hunu atumpan in satisfied prayer de no nimre nie wono na edi nimre ewo ho eno nti utu bia to no eye 0553 082674 0553082607 not just say HDin a Cal 362 piece Cal 362 piece Samara company de bia de bia no masa yanko agina nsa ne abua eye kama food and drug board tampo ne tim so ya panyan ubie akrabia troubles anane trunk mu a ena gugum no wo twire se anopa nwumre no na ne sere pai fita eyi nkonkone na efiri o kaka de ono ne tonkwanta wa pai aka de baako amemfa nwom empama ne nyina ne se uwie na ukasa gobi so masa ya bom sanse enka na efiri no mu ba no beka so de gambi atonum ne nyina no eye 0246 86 47 98 0246 86 4798 na wanya car 362 pay from Samara company and the true say ama if you nyama nyina aye kama ye ntwam nkota na support News Junction ni enko busa ma me na say international mama abe nkofo say ya de ne die hu nyina no mo de mommo no pass na mo fa nkoma no obey adwuma ni neat na afei ewiase nyina no na ogu so air trend it the queen of herbal clinic there waje ade aboso woni ne corporate secretary wa wodo a okoya apani atwenerim ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Abe International. Yes, baby, waje edi aboss wo wie pa na nya no nko wo sa no kopre ne etweyare abonsam ne abayifu ade eno so ho mo ne kopre pe oba jisi chiare de wo de sha ase nkofo sa so di agro he se kuro bi atu kuro no a oboa ye nkotwa wo sa nkotwa na ho ena nyema nyina no ba wie kama o wie no the stroke na wo mti afa bonus ne de ebi any ulcer hepatitis, past, typhoid, mental problem. Mema aposo ye bememu. Ni nyina na ye bonus no de e ka ho. Monday to Friday 7 to 5 p.m. Bra wo sunsun ya to bompa ye 0243 abe 345 abe 392 abe 0506 abe 460 abe 208 abe we pa ya no kai se Franco de me say asori awoko bia muhunua munana se mompa ye kase pampa no sanse papa ne tirimu asampo wone nkofo na sha se he ebinim mu ntimi omoboa omopekwa akwadwo omobo na omode gie no a na nso no de wo si dabi sika ho odin kakra anu nti 40% discount ebra wo bawura ne nkrabata bia e wo komase ade wo kopa no phone ato Samsung iPhones na de aflazia e ho no wo kwa wahwim so 40% mo TV na yenketwa mo pe ho ne ho mo pa kase no wokọ ho a eno so wahwim so me kan sa na chese enei chef freezer washing machine microwave blender CCTV camera function monitor video anytime anywhere inti kobna wokọ bia kwa nuamu a aha kobi mo pepe bi mo mo ho na nyema nyina no enye kama woni maten mu aha ni nyina no ene se watete so eno nti bomodem se obawura ejaba juwa nkrabata na ba ko wo ho no eno nso wate so mo amoko challenge bishop YFM ho no wate so adum old my conco for clinic ni nyina no wajeje na new one new kajetia eno nso wasa jemu 0245 franco 31 franco 69 franco 69 franco na jese echedin adro no ye bibini to ma plus awurade nyame mo mutu adro ni din ede na esa yi adwuma tise dia monyem samba osophageous osophageous ulcer gastric sansona duodenal peptic stomach pains stomach gas indigestion ni nyina na busua se sha se tete wa oboa ba bre papa mesi obi se de esi atwa hospital kwan se de wakwa so wi oyare diabetes de bia wo kwa no ba san se da ben na ulcer no be free no so ama otima di aduane afilie mako aboe wontimi ni mako ni nyina ne se aduro no eye secret omodin kwa obi oyare ulcer no tobi fa ko chene keke obede wase san se wotumi aboa no ni nyina so mo ashtan wa de bita pharmacy ebi egu hono mo san so na promise ba ebi ewa ha enkrafo no nko Okashi the Bita Pharmacy, all leading herbal shops, and also a big egg 0558 055894 0541 337 not just say Nema Jana Naso, and ye me pachoka Ninano, ya de coffee smile right. Ye bego so fix it, Nanyama ya kama Ninano, and it's a abe for quantum ponqua so, ya catch yourself a canabra, nothing. Is a coin accident ni nyina mu no wo ka no eno no nkwa eno nti ukotremu a make sure say bibia de ni ade a ye mfa nto chacha compromise wo ho no ene se wo ka ho achechima masa odidi agro pe wo nkwa ni nyina no etwa so eno nti ukwa na for the car na suwo no mo se car na kwa konya kwanhye bi na siwa bi a wo de towing car be ko no akoto no de akosuwo no mo no ye ne fe car no ye no ye modern type ba obenya na nkwa akoto bi usu ni sika fa ko na fei eno so modernize no na ne new type no enye awurade nyamenkofo bo adwuma air conditioner obe fixe no aye engine turning na the amount accident car repairs no hauling body works overspraying sounds oven spraying sounds so and air conditioning services owie peno electrical works bia na obe yama say de be jankoto o car no emu owie no na aka say maintenance of all general servicing for all cars a special machine na de be detect be bia fault no ewo eno nti anu akai so commercial branch na de ahodu runabout ye na gridco office no and abey and Georgia Hotel 0500 210191 0551 498884 minwe ewo power specialist Herbal Hospital na menka wo say maame akoso duro ya wohia no a ya na che say wo hu sampa maame wo aduro hepatitis no kopra wodo a wo beje eno nti da bia 9 times waje ade aboso fatty liver prostate ulcer fibroid kidney ni nyina no eno say wo boy ma gadindim gadem wo the liver care ade aba ena jirikajiri eno so akofa ade aba ba bia to duro bia na bi wo honemom akra kwabenya ACP main road power bus stop ebi e wo honom saso na feyi ase Osumtu road ado ya junction bi wo takrade anaji estate 0244 5444 22 0200 3838 31 na no so enyama aye kama mo meja mi o sanse me ma me panyini pa na da ho no we eye me twotwo mucho me ma me oba panyin Nickness Dora Owusu ai Dora Owusu tana so de mo amkota na so Pentecost Central no mo ne mane nyina na esom odifo Ezekiel boda Ezekiel Daniela oye gas wo ho no kwan ho a mo amne na esom e na afọ kwane Naomi mo nyina mo masom anti no sahwi no kotena ye adwuma na nei oba fia waka atonti me ma me pa na da fom no nyame aduma kwese da ye be akobran kase na ote no ho na watweda no to dwante no bon mo modena fe mu mejayen na enyema enye kama on that note memfamo ense the legend ensa na anopai womra emetwa osomno so emfa emamo sanse ene Phyllis ne die yese mo ena yewa ho asat ekire din alande first die na chese prove bi mo samo Ohio
yes Columbus
Ohio na
ena fe yase combination mienu
na mienu
sir Feyasi stroke Ohio
okay at the same time
at the same day
and jomo ye no ha no
na
ha for so
ye no so ko Feyasi
okay na just say link grab ba mutumi hwa ha o
very good
because say ye bisa o madam fu bi na say screen no at the Ohio
yes
and the sad da Feyasi
yes
oh fine
yes
okay edin quite simple
Ernestina ejei
Ernestina
do have an acus
acus chia Ohio Columbus Ohio for nyina ne
yes
omo me ba popio nyina na ke ehwese ebetimi bat ekwan na nem
kwan na nem
amamfo amai
kwai
ba select ebe kwa
oh yes
ba ko pipe echi
okay yes actually
be fine tino that's it Sunday na Liverpool so officially
is say they aka 1 point nya 1 point pe kra 1 point Tottenham so dey so my name mo kashire because is it actually no doubt but it was a concentration mo man coach Champions League no ko
be mo na say na yi for net tey PSG for
mo bo no mo he
ni biri o mo no say Champions League na se na ko bo bi obodraw mo stadium ye no Madrid ko bo nyina
mo yes
mo say that to e bad
ti won she da nyina yiri
nyina ye no hunan
yes
hu bo do ba no ade 3 go Zuben, boko die. Quiet. Na gozi to ho ye.
Oh yeah. Musu mi amu ada kwaja achewa.
Okay. Oye ni ma. No, what me afa ho?
Debi, mi amintimi nko. On say time no ntino.
O se he ni ekọ he no da.
No to ya no kra. Na say nka ayo kochi 10 years all pass it through.
Sa ya nipa ko wa bebre say ye.
Eh.
And Wednesday, Thursday. Oh, okay.
Thursday. The coach today be and your man be different. Was normally coach Ogum the Nanka Thursday, Friday now when they starting 11.
Out to you.
Oh yes. So we will be outside coach training now monitor there. Honor say normally coaches na starting 11 on Thursday, Friday, or chill 11. So when 11 out means 11.
But that are the onion sir.
You call on quite with you. You
call W.
To coaches in your
Obetua will be there for next match.
Normally 2 days before the game with the
because me can say 1987 88 na me recognize training on daily basis.
Okay.
That time na coach Akwetama. So him now. I'm saying own Akwetama.
So no Olympics.
No coach corners. But boy he played for I think Olympics and but he was a national player. And now coach ya wajiji league ya okwa aduana na so ba koto kokra we free me the Hebetado. Hebetado ni Akwetama na. Oni mo Friday no. Oko mo train omo bo omo a ombebo 5 against omo regular defenders no. Minimum said them come out here because that time my example be
5-5
5-5 omo bo 5-5 time be nti attackers
versus defenders
be a for 40 minutes
no nko
na keeper no gi ball na auto straight to the attacker na ye John Badin Kojo Smaila mama me keke de so be no teacher PMK Kusi so ni no
to Ghana
Anthony Eboa
say history book ba ko pe ho ye de kembedi akode na ochro
ebi wo na no polo di ba ko bi ba na Jonakon
okay
Jonakon but one woman football school you should have seen some of as coaches then Gariba Chiba so nim Gariba Ibrahim Gariba boko
na de oba akotoko no so na assistant coach akotoko
at a point
yeah
I'm just say no ni poko opunti
yeah they so opunti yes so no akotoko 50
yeah na the late Damian Pomana and say on free me e was 3 ampere na ampere ene Frimpong Manson
okay
ti o do mu sia o on team say na 6 no Joe Bedi wa na Kwame wa o team say minim say e class o ko training bi abi start 11 na baby wa hu o to ado ko hu
simple kwa
oh okay na man
kwa ma ya ye dey possible 11
baby BT
aji say bi a injury bi aba yes aji say bi a injury bi aba because for instance
me coach akame ma hu
o dem so say we dey prepare
me ye bibi a no opponent na me
there be on say we dey prepare inti say o ma 11 na ebe bono from Thursday na psychologically we started build your for the game
okay
to be konbo say goalkeeper ne dem na ntutu wacheche ne kama sa no ball 11 na but and as it to the end na best sa cry because and then so on ball 11
but no be dito so
line up and then mission me
but usually coaches no ba from change ne kase o
to the mission is a Matteson no so be ball 11 on so oba no mo ball 11 da
okay
first day ne di omo tubrika and then run omo ye eyi kakra ti ene na mate say bi obechem na ni chemu no
ti no chema omo mbebo versus omo
na me ka say ne de say na waba foforo ti ene ni chemu no de me pikin say ahekro no obepe esoro ba bi agina
no ohwe omo
no achemu no ohwe omo
na prince ozu ye
nti after that na bi ono atimi ehu kwan obenti ene na he ya okay ochemu aha wontimi hu 11
right
ti akonya nbe mu
like akwa ba na design
oh nyame adom
okay amori zu ye ndie zen
oh say coach singa entana unim like international competitions no on last training no you see journalists I want just 15 minutes per because so much na wacha ubehu the coach ni be on the match day nti ma 15 minutes no ma no omo de na warm up keke
okay
no matter touch ball na no pie kwa then they do their own you know
oni majuma unsobro ni o line up no ya de edian
o say normal thing that obi enim say for example teams akese so obi empire ya
yes Sanchez the cheso epenino akweta ama 99 stars zakru akweta ama no even as a coach
me and the coach they say but me hu obobo me
okay right here be basuna na ye mamenye mo no onye mamsisia na ye ade birthday abranti young man be birthday your friend no cherish kwakubu atin cherish and cherish birthday cherish oh Humpty Dumpty classes yes cherish a class 6 no Humpty Dumpty na birthday
right
and cherish birthday all right and Alex no kotoko no Alex no me no
we am say who kai Fabu sense Alex
and wadam for no na me ka
who ka Fabu sense Alex
na wadam for no I don't know make all right now for that anyway now for brother yam for ka kreb ni emrafi na say interest as a man for energy Ghana nkomo no pa minim say coach changes na and niam ka krab be mu ntra say I don't take instructions from you but your edition show me the small you
so
scientific hospital every scientific hospital here the best medical hospital I mean edicrasem na me kanya wa Edi na be. Okay. Aiming for an expert about stroke, a woman's some shake amibos wajiding. Chronic diseases na ya de ka ho nyina no. Aiming for be hama, the machines aba, you will nra do aga na ba dia tum, you will kumase. Atachiman kwada so fancy kwanso, you will over 18 branches and organ ha. See a doctor. Wajiding we be drum. There a shake bonsu. Ono dear in say on one dear they do my to form ne I want some why or da me guso juman international water shake a dozen. The number is 0277 001234 or 0277 001234. Now for Amen Scientific Hospital for now 0241 367349 0241367349. Alkaline water, a candy and magic drinking water. Say, Omugusu fix machines, I won't grow for few no more jumum. Unya bia, nature and one no. Kanjin, you didn't want dance here, say, ye. So be she. Na kanjin and magic drinking water, a bois papa, makes you have a good sleep with me that come. Moje dear Pusania kama. So check vitals, items that come will be on by a kanjin biano. The BI's organs are well protected. To say your heart, your liver, your kidney. Nam say alkaline water, pamo all acid sema. I'll say it decreases the acidic state of the body. Not the biano when you're holding. Come and num so be a keke. Candy you so a year a saya real. Brema UGC Tafuni Road, Abawa Road Junction, a war. I feel so. Oh, Freya 0241 449191 0241 449191 and 0507 379474. Okwashtawa Tiwa ho kwantimpono so kanje wa so ho ne so na no said me come be pimo lazy hotel or Santa runabout e bi ho Viva Nego tablet a herbal supplement for pain relief anti sciatica pains or knee pain, shoulder pain, waist pains, and all types of pains. So you Viva Nego tablet and no and quality and what for you all types of pain. Also pay Viva Nego tablet. Viva Nego tablet. Herbal technology for now you the Viva Nego tablet here by number is 020 833 7711 020 833 7711 near Koyape grow fine grow fine when you to know to me di night titi no one sa na ope dura benum am waiting ada na ma oba okwa feature when you the good flow that you expect grow fine herbal tonic ya pebinom ye kana mabontin no ujina ka ya ubenya grow fine me na so ko be to ndro bia etese Missy Eba, Colinac, Smart Eba, Fredimens, Apidank, Pure Leaf, anybody be a bio. I know a friend was 0244596532. Grow fine 0244596532. It makes you grow fine. Next time Eba clinic wa mukum runabout and answer traffic light or for and run back consultancy ebe ya fesika si bosome friend rural bank. And no money juma. And I'm say Omoma the best of banking services. Savings account or Fesikakosi current account, fixed deposit. Bosume from Rural Bank, a special account, joint account, trust account. Mamintia CEO Paul and Mr. Brunya. Womu aya juma papa. But connected any padudu in bank free nyadaje de mawomu. Omema Bosian de akotrete wa jumam. Omema Bosian susu loan. Micro group loans, overdraft, agric loan, for Monko Bosome Frehon, Ewan Swahim, and answer Siwa, and answer Bodge Sango, and Abe Quai, Ota Fomoron Talk, Asafo, and I feel at the Simon, on Swam number 2, and the Asway Cassian War. Your number is 0548 533 050 Monquas of Market, Toteminka. Ana de sima okumasia ana se asiwa your branch back ho your back ho bodu sango your be quite your ota for your mronto na fin so number 2 betin so after 0243 600 002. 0243 600 002. Zach, you're going to cry him right now.
Yes, I think so. Very disappointing results for now. The Befi say us now will keep the momentum. No,
for they're not disappointed.
No, say ahead of the semi-final game, you know, because now share at anymore. Say I na coaches, you know, even though they are a bit cautious, but they want to keep some winning momentum. So at least ahead of them.
Throughout this season Champions League, this is the latter stages. Arsenal will draw and go and beat them. Real Madrid, PSV.
If most of the bought a Saliba cheaper, say in the last 3 games, I'm making 2 errors. Now, over the previous 126 matches, or 1 error that led to Arsenal conceding a goal. But in his last 3 matches, I'm making 2 errors. I'm Arsenal conceding a goal. And see, now the argument has is he Gabriel now only one and affecting the player because clearly the things Gabriel's toughness, you know, and Gabriel's or experience, maybe he guides him better than Kiwo is doing now, and maybe it's affecting the play now. These are the questions that people are asking. But go now and consider, you know, Raya, what is wrong with Raya? People will blame Saliba, but I think Raya also say, Minister coaching na money as hard now. But on the graphic in the first when Saliba had the ball, look at this graphic. So one mommy did first one first graphic now. Odegaard the pass ball ma Saliba. Who's Odegaard attendance telling Saliba say for ball ma keeper no. But at this stage keeper no or ball number 3. As a keeper no at this stage no or left back.
The video and the offense.
Graphics.
The graphic is deceptive.
Then ball my video no na.
Because before he came here.
Yeah.
Now and the ball good. Good way. And
not 10 years.
Very good way American.
It's at this stage of 10 years.
When he came back, what Arsenal does usually is that keeper no pass ball no more, he leave the post.
No.
To be part of the defenders. That is what they have done.
But any goalkeeper at this stage, more also at this stage, keeper no Saliba, ball no keeper no should be behind Saliba. And I said closer to where Saliba is, or turning you are not one out to Amo.
Maybe you are talking about the normal one, but why keeper now? He is always part of the play. Inti Omane pass no call him.
And one coach can pause my
Saliba was looking
positive.
And there was somebody on the right side. Who's all the band and the bed is
no
the time no J ball no air couldn't fast on.
Look at this.
Unquestioned.
No, I'm come as a man.
Anyway, at this stage, you know, and when the man who could blame keeper, he had a lot of people on the right side.
Look at
that was why the goalkeeper moved here.
What a show! I don't make a boss it here no. Or call no one na a block. I know 10 years. Or 10 years no. What the guy was telling him say, "Show the guy no." Former keeper no, and maybe other keeper no. Salah couldn't play from here to the left side.
But Oba before Odegaard him.
Maybe I said keeper no. On Timber one call. He was being pressed. It's the best option here. Say,
I think you want to bring the good.
No, say born mama the other hand baby ana keep any free banana.
I'm asking a question. Why did he have to come back here? Because there were 2 players on the right side.
The
right one.
Back.
That's the video on the right side. There were 2 players. Give a simple pass. At
this stage, born coach kakra back. The captain was telling him say find a goalkeeper because you want to. Captain was telling him say find a goalkeeper.
Before that, who
created that? We have passed that stage. Say we created. Then the captain saw say we are in a tight corner. And our instructor Saliba say find a goalkeeper. He look at the goalkeeper or number 3.
So I'm saying that is the way they play. If you have watched Arsenal, the goalkeeper always takes a position to receive a pass.
Then I think then a poor from
I don't know how many goalkeeper that
I don't know because at this stage keeper no na nkonkomo no matreya ana nkowo celebrate here. Shadow craft easily play. I
don't know call right one. Say go a defender sabe won through a mobile a base go go through. Why did he come back? Obe create unnecessary. The same thing we against Madrid. It's the same thing. Oko create a problem no man who we are. It's either he's being overconfident or he's tight.
No, but whilst we are blaming
on one creative way, we don't the keeper be able to one. Not just a keeper no now per se.
Oh, there be
so too. Because what so?
We have not.
In as much
as take it out of the discussion. No.
On the main.
Yes, and I'm saying after that, no. So players say mistakes. But keep on also the so man and I say
so that's okay. Because let me ask this question respectfully. Are you saying so passing my Mateta because the goalkeeper was nowhere to be found?
Oh,
I don't know Mango corner.
Oh, football at that moment, no. At that moment, no. So what I just so
no. Once the keeper on the ball, you were facing right. Not Timber as we did on wow. Obianka no. And I think there was another person in front of Timber. And I would die no. Obe na unso obia kulusu. No about the many pakra ko se ball. Music keeper na ko gina.
The keeper's position is very bad.
I'm saying that's how they play. Now.
And I mean, just say,
it's always not in the post.
And it's about because you give so be a mistake and just say, man, so that is why you are a team. But
when I say we are boy energy ball.
If you was at a
1-on-1 with the goalkeeper.
There be 1-on-1. We are
1-on-1. Opa man.
There be no continue run and go because you know he can't run and go because the guys were covering. So the only option was that keeper any moment. Let me play it. But now the keeper no Jeremy no so Gina. At least this ball could have been Ryan's one position here. Say keeper straight and so now. A manager I say on any kasa.
Keeper ni only polo.
So Rema did have to dig deep. Let's all prepare San Romunia 1-0 win against Getafe in the La Liga. Once again, the boy Matisse Ancelotti can't help a boy Adogula D and a cast and say he sees the boy more as a man for that because he controls the game better than say Obono ewo wings one no. Asamba kwa ya can say me think say how Ancelotti managing his squad no hasn't been the best because Adogula Obiaka was say promoting one of the intelligent players in the team that can give them options in terms of creativity this young chap but limited game time. Ancelotti is so associated with the big guys in China. The boys are getting more playing time. But anytime boy when day you see that this boy is a talent. I said I'm going to utilize the 1-0 win. Next Thibaut Courtois to yes some interesting super saves. Thibaut Courtois say saves to still keep Madrid our game. Now a very good win for Madrid. Then it set us up for the potential El Clasico next 2 weeks after the Champions League game against Inter Milan. Not a good game, but I think still Thibaut Courtois has to be their best player on the day to stay.
Ancelotti are easy target for Madrid in common. Now, I mean, at the end of the season, head and penny for Bejana coin. But Mr. Otuo no clear can't some more. Mrantiana is here, Madrid no. Pra womu pre and the lack of proper addition at Madrid the year, you know, and work club no. Now this weekend on Copa del Rey final. Now Edward Camavinga kwaku prenra Otuo. Ama the news is for the rest of the season untimi nsia kan Emma club efene Madrid. Eda Militao deɛ ne da hɔ, Danny Carvajal deɛ ne da hɔ. This question marks on Ferland Mendy, any abrante friend David Alaba. Omo nyinaa deɛ da hɔ. Na Madrid fans no on say me too. I know so after this game, clearly on paper the chances of club will be winning, you know, ye nyinaa bebree be call for club friend Barcelona based on how Barca tormented Madrid. But in an attempt to rebuild Madrid next season, no, and it's not an issue of just a coach. They need proper addition. Team, especially the midfield and the defensive unit. Omo here be pa. Sam kokra for na mso to mgu echire ho no. And the mad be a bebo awie bi ana obi eboko to abaso. Ye bebo yes ye bot no asave, ye bot no asave and ram to ye bot no asave, ye bot no asave za. The Madrid defense need proper addition. And your free agent in the and got two free agents also. They must break the bank and sign players. Because to I now a team now built on who ya. Where Chironi Obre. And the plan of Madrid is to go deep in almost every major competition. But when you say a Kobo match by Kubina, the Ebo League be pay a view. They want to play in the Champions League. Now in the UEFA Champions, the number of matches here has been increased. So the 30-30 for Nikujina, they might give you a good start as time goes on with Emre. How is Lucas Vasquez still the right back of a club of Madrid? And Nibra Bapana CSC can't someone. Yeah, per right backs per person Lucas Vasquez.
Madrid, they have issues. Oh, midfield. Say, Omo de Vavas and Vavadias.
Or the Omoba.
Not Tramin and the Cavaminga. I think Ombetuma Mati will be a midfield.
They've not replaced Toni Kroos. And clearly Luka Modric at a 39 should be leaving the discussion. But what I say, right. They need a central midfielder.
My Tedima is similar to a train.
Oh, so they need a proper central midfielder. Central midfielder or that electability. When it comes to big games, so bet me are turning your man around. A perfect number 8. Madrid here be. To almost all the 4 positions, right back, center backs, and left back, Madrid here, Papa Bapua. I'm going to share all these positions. Now, Sergio Conceição, excellent job and Renumre. No to 3-0 there. And ya diabetes media share lack. And you see, and the issue is this season and Casa in the 5 matches are Milan. Asia Inter to Inter team winning. So clearly they have answers to the game plan of Inter Milan. Sergio Conceição is on the verge of winning 2 trophies. If Otimi Kwaje ahead the final now. Yes, Copa Italia.
I know
Bologna now in position of Ominian boy.
There's a Bologna.
Aka second
And
right here, Milan.
We are saying that trade is a Bologna.
Bologna is a wonderful team this season.
A giant.
Oh no. This is a cup final. So this is a cup final. So cup final.
So experience.
A lot of things can
and
happen.
All of that.
Yes, a lot of things can happen. Also, Adia Bakwe dia boy Inter Milan team na Basopaya. How teams struggle to get goals against them. Adia dia ball ma Basopaya, but yesterday that was not the story. No to time I remember.
Almost the same team no man.
Almost the same kakra. Enye bebre is a kakra. Oh, but nenye die.
What was you say?
New goalkeeper, Acheampong, Pava Mbobi, Chalanoglu, Mehuno line up num. Turam and started.
We don't the same. We don't the same.
We don't
the same.
To me, I know
not so much. So many.
Baba Stone boy Chiriho. And
we play and the Marco boy
left. And Nicola Barella ebo middle.
Lotero boy.
Lotero started. Or Sasa bear 5.
Oh man boy.
1-0.
Or Sasa bear 5. Oh, to say the issue of treble. If Inter Milan, don't say if need those conversations, man, say they've been doing it against them.
Champions League no.
On my yet on my feet. Say ebi on my show mo 4 matches no my show mo an ebi eneno. Omo kwasi say mu dia. Then you can make a case so when you say mo nintia. But even when or they basically the main squad that Bokrano, Milan find a way. I was expecting more like pushing could be extra. But for 3-0 there, it wasn't something that I was expecting from a Simone Inzaghi in any team. This is massive from Milan. They can save their season by winning a trophy. What they say, your teams they need to save their season. For instance, Real Madrid, so when me and the Champions League, win to me just Spanish La Liga and mpa. So what the Copa del Rey now? Was save some part of the season and a complete disaster. Arsenal places second, but if you can win the Champions League, overriding BBR, it cleaning the season. So I check it and Postecoglou or Europa League semi. So no suit to be quadia. The so no suit to be quadia. Was saving the season because Kaya.
I let go be Bible bogi. Woman na me home.
Omo share. Hey, omo hard. The issue is Postecoglou they are two just said also did trophies in the second season. So you say Europa League na ebe then United also the Europa League conversation. Also to me di ebe buano. Conference League ni nya di wait to but Enzo Maresca and Chelsea suit me dia. Ebetimi I'm on that trophy winning mentality. City FA Cup. We do all check Manchester City. Yes, on also was semi. On not team the bebo. On also to something. If City can qualify for the Champions League and win the FA Cup, won't mean classifying as a complete failure because Pep Guardiola first season or called trophyless. Though he qualify for the Champions League, it's a better kakra. So there are some of the teams are more ambitions, no, trophies. And also, Siasa teams now they go all out, and that is the story of Milan. Inter bet me a console more with. Maybe we can still win the Italian Serie, or we can even win the Champions League. But Milan can run, can Guyan can run. The season is over. And I think say Sergio Conceição on the Milan team in Abaso. Excellent job from them. And let's see how things will go or find out.
You young coin here,
asem bi na eboboba na pese yidi hu komo kakra. Leeds United dabe no munya promotion back into the Premier League no
this year a weekend yeah Monday.
Okay omo no coach ne Daniel Farke no
94 points.
What is almost on Premier League, you know? Onim say last season, you real Premier League season, no? 3 teams are munya promotion into the Premier League, no munya asa go back to the Championship. Sheffield, Burnley, Luton Town.
This year,
munya promotion. Munya promotion, no? Leicester, Ipswich, and Southampton. Over the Premier League table now. Over Premier League table now, 3 no. Omuna occupy 18th, 19th, and 20th position. Already Southampton do ma confirm. Omo place. Leicester same. And na Ipswich no. The points gap between omo. Emzo to team of that 17th. 17th position. West Ham. It looks like 3 normal free championship by now. Oman never sako. It's for 2 consecutive seasons. Teams who qualify from Championship or Premier League, you know, or go back to the Championship beam. And on the list for Natansi, who say Daniel Farke or a Domoko relegation, and on one as I go for my back. But on what the bomb of 4 no, and a edition will be Kaka. Bomb of now qualification into the Premier League, you know, and I'm going for a roller. The Spanish coach. They didn't maintain their coach or winning the free championship by now. And look at their story this season in the Premier League.
it's least for na mu pe coach na de akoba ne say uru e fe say Jose Mourinho and at least for person go fa as their coach no be coach oh
because
o say to asa no kwa na mgache o
to
oma no be dey
so bit ma ko pe obi ba oma
na wa coach Fenerbahce wo take ya didn't know me coach Leeds Premier League so coach Fenerbahce in the tension oma say oh na Leeds ba Premier League ni zaki to beka almost spending you I don't know ma
Jose Mourinho
one day say na say Mourinho ko interview say before he will end his career as a football coach obe person obe ko Scotland akọ coach Celtic and Rangers.
These are big boys.
But when you look at the league level,
so the call league.
What's that?
Oh, call league.
It's here then on Major I then on Major because Mourinho call Leeds United. Leeds United is a traditional English side. And I'm for referee. Leeds United is a traditional English side. Even though Omuji league title the last time was the 1992 season. Omudi David Batty Muni McAllister mo. Every year before you turn into the Premier League season. It's Leeds are targeting Jose Mourinho.
A target.
They want to make a case in the Premier League. And then you move about first, second season, go for Nuno Espirito Santo. Had they not enough for us here?
Mourinho.
Mourinho,
there is a big boy.
But Mr. Otuo, and they, baby, are not in Amjinay. Occupy Champions League place. And how exciting a club na ye. Any sika almost spend. Look at some Mourinho mukwa oma.
What is it?
Look at some mukwa oma.
Hey.
Obaba.
Was wedding.
Eti Leeds United and say you money bina ayipe. You say ope. Picking clubs are at least ebia. They have the tradition. But competing with the best recently never be a problem. No, say you money be na Mourinho pe. It's in Leeds United, Mzoto, Enche, Roberti. First time baby and Shunka.
Mourinho for Leeds.
About all the pen drive and more recording tour. So I'm making. Oh dear, can. Bet me tria. Now what is the difference between West Ham and
Leeds? Now over top players saying.
What say?
I feel no go to players for Abbey good.
So about Premier League. About Premier League. And Jeffrey never mind come na two players. At least let me be Mama Mourinho 150 be Gina for two players, bra.
No, Abbey. Oh no, best how.
I don't know, Barry. He's a good coach. Now that the bomb of phone Nottingham Forest, yes, Mourinho. You roll a Nuno Espirito Santo. The only change Jose Mourinho. He might not win the Premier League, but he will make a case with Leeds United.
No Korea.
No, I just way. See, they say a proper claim for Jose Mourinho to become the next coach of Leeds United. Until no nasi say no, yes, sure, any say a bit me see. I was saying, Papa Nani knew what take you who. Take you one obobo no be a who. Or baby up spotlight the war. A better so. Just imagine a Jose Mourinho. What if I say Nottingham for a season no money? Say Mourinho na did Nottingham Forest here. So to look at the new will come around Jose Mourinho and Nottingham Forest. Oh top class coach. A big brand. It's really Leeds United now Mourinho by associating itself with a club now. A project club needing him. Obaba.
Now Jafo Ebo League no 2018.
Na say Leeds for me to before their exit from the Premier League, Omoko Champions for Masa Baby me. And you listen a cost scout for Rafinha into the Premier League.
Yeah.
And I'm on for Rafi. Leeds United Premier League, they were spending.
No more thing.
And club are we need a championship. The amount of money you get from we need the championship. SAB Premier League, Siko Benyano.
100 million.
And it's Jose Mourinho. It's if he's or Leeds person will make a case. They can easily spend 200 million pounds for Jose Mourinho to compete in the Premier League. And the news radio, Energy Sempa, you hear anymore. Say a bit me about now. I bet to say the early 2000s Leeds United team no more winning Premier League needed, but they were competing well. Mark Bidu Camo, Rio Ferdinand mo. Oh, they were competing very well. Tisal Leeds United na. You person say who be in the Premier League because Leeds or Premier League, there are exciting derbies at Leeds United. By my, everything so many Manchester United. Yeah, say the Mourinho ni Leeds United. I say no, ABC Ako. Okay.
Obezo ya man team good.
Oh
ma. Mourinho ni Leeds adwuma da. Jose Mourinho. Onye se mpie baby o. Apie no ma. Ibo enko enumra.
Enra and Coppa Italia second leg semi-final eba so San Siro. On say medical kadada say AC Milan season no too. And about players. Milan players. They have the players to compete with any top side in European football. Any top side in European football. Any top side in European football. About you maybe say a question. Internet top side European side.
They say they are about the best team in Europe now.
And 5 games, Milan are winning 3 against them.
They are about the best team in UEFA Champions League. They consider the least number of goals. They keep scoring goals. They are beating everybody on side. And they are not the Inter there.
Barcelona. I will share Madrid 4. Madrid highest defeat. Must suffer this season at their home. Santiago Bernabeu. Milan at the moment 3-1.
Guys.
Zakito. This Mama, there be okay one day wonder. Mama, the Inter Milan story. 5 games. Milan are winning 3. When was the last time a team did 3 goals to Inter Milan net without Inter responding? I'm just when was the last time? So what did I say? But there be a make a ball bono, and you are some players in Guan. A lot goes into it. This is a team, and you're consistent. That has been Milan problem this season. Once 2 weeks ago, was it last week? Now go here Milan Udinese, and we were asking say now say na Milan Bobo no season I bad say. What the second half of another game no? What can I say But on individual level, Inter Milan so other na Milan struggle. So for Inter now, it's a well structured club. All departments Juma. At the management level, how am I consistent with their technical team level, and how am I keeping the shape of their team, especially their spine. Over the 4th spine of the Inter Milan team, their goalkeeper Some Backstone, who is the leader at their back, Nicolo Barella in midfield, and De Lautaro. At least Ometimia keep us at the way. Trouble management. Pepe Morata has been there. Anya Rekwane the last 4-5 seasons. He has been the main man behind the Inter team and a lot of experience. Team na yehuno Mizoto Inter team na yehuno omo assemble with only 139 million euros. 139 million euros. And there is some level of consistency at all levels of the Inter Milan team. But Milan needs idea no. It's nice to go through a certain process before they will come back to become a top club now. And they see our clubs in here. That's the process AC Milan is going through. But on their day, say Milan you're there, they can beat any team. Oh, you have to
say you are not closer to those teams.
That's it too.
Because some teams are okay, no. Every day they beat Obia. Oh, they are this one. You are watch one day. One day actually,
7 year candidate. Top clubs to claim Inter Milan.
Omochire 2 changes. Omo 2 changes. Omochire Obi and say Bastoni, Achebi and Papa. And I'm going to check ne different destabilize each other. No.
The Bacho Super Coppa Italia na ehwan
mo.
Milan show mu Super Coppa na ehwan mo.
One day
first leg na Milan show mu 2-1 na ehwan mo.
One day bia.
Where's your one day? Obi no be about 5 matches I send it. What's this here one day? You are not being fair.
You are Hannah. Oko ball a draw with Man City. Adano Amorim niema wa enye one day.
Or one consistent.
Consistent. Who's no consistent?
Enti Yoto
Obi ya dia no na ya odin no.
There be who say
me mo bi aba so.
Yeah, aba so. Baby out there say na no ntina no. Say they are equal to any big team in Europe and then
I give you examples.
Or say they on a good day. Maybe on a good day they can beat any top side in Europe. Haven't they beaten Real Madrid this season? Omo enche Inter Milan this season. Until Ope 4 top teams in Europe at the moment. Wouldn't you include these 2 teams? No, Madrid is always a big team. As for Madrid, you remember, as for Madrid, now, is there any team which is better than Inter Milan?
Easy. I want to say.
Derby.
If you be Real Madrid, fair. But if you be Real Madrid, you've beaten a big boy.
By standard, of course. But if you are talking about form,
and San Siro, Santiago Bernabeu. Santiago Bernabeu. It's what I'm trying to say. Say, structures kept quiet. And in Italy, is the true. Obia were a follower of Italian football, and in the role as sporting directors play. The importance of sporting directors. Every single club, I need a very good season. I win a lot of trophies in Italy. Success no, ultimately sporting director and film. And no can we be tina uko Italy. Sporting directors are famous like coaches. Show me to say Luciano Moggi. Show me to say Andrano Galliani. Pepe Morata ya yeboni di. I better ya asna kofani. Paratici about Tottenham Hotspur. The role of sporting directors can never be underestimated in Italian football. They are the brain behind every single club in Italy. This is one area Milan is lucky. Next season, no. Cinema just I said takwaka I can't tie no. So what I'm say. Next season, no. If they are able to do those changes, bring in a sporting director or a lot of experience in the league, getting closer to the team.
You need Milan pan Man U.
Oh, na Man U
grounds.
Man U
this year.
Oh, can bear 5 seasons ago.
I'm in the year, you know, we share my show. I last season,
we share last season Milan.
I don't know.
Last season Milan.
I European League.
Last 4 seasons.
4 seasons.
4 seasons ago. Na Pogba kwa every year Manchester City. When it comes to materials there, building players to get closer to achieving what you want as a football club, no. Milan you be 80% true. But other areas now to me feel say they need now what the team just watch Milan attack. Milan defense. Milan midfield. And then Milan arguably were one of the best midfielders in the game. Intijani Reinders. And the performance is there to speak for the YA this season. Rafael Leao on his day is equally good like any player on this earth. These are some of the signs it gives hope for the future. Arsenal then they say no catch us a bit 2-2. Because stage na do na Arsenal near free Premier League in so. And you know that now de you top 4 and top 5 conversation. Like to na make catch us say. You say Marcus 7 boys. Say Mabo how many matches? I got 4. I got 4 na my say. 12. On said that any 2 matches. And then 4. And then I bear 3. They're not 4 out of the 2 matches. And I make I say, near 2 matches. Me boy. There's a Ipswich 4. I must have Ipswich 4. And I must have a draw. My Bobo draw Crystal Palace. 4 games out 12 points. 4 games. 4 games out 12 points. Out of the 12 points, no. Arsenal 4. No, Arsenal winning 1. About draw 2. About draw 3. No. Some about draw against was it mobile draw against Everton? No. No. I want to. Now cut 6 matches. Now cut 6 matches, and you mentioned 18 points. Okay. Out of 6 in the album 2. And the album 2. And you have 4. And I make us say, you have 4. No, I have 4 matches. It's back to. Uko back to. So 2 matches and I bought previously. And my 18. No, you can't discuss here. o de nyabote
na yabo amnaka 6 matches
nyabote na betemase
and as Akito say Arsenal out of top 4 competition and as Arsenal won okay if you only about 2 games Arsenal nya 4 out of
the 2 okay
Newcastle omanya se baako no malusu baako they were beaten by Aston Villa Aston Villa so ase baako lusu baako
and the City so ase
and the City are winning 2 and Nottingham Forest so lost 1 and 1-1
at the time and time and 18 no 18 points to go no what was the points difference between Arsenal and the last team now occupied the 5th position
say that here
Debbie checking
here 6 points oh City don't play train buy you na
you City nkwa na meka
omo maka no Arsenal na point omo nyina
na me say Zoto
that won't take matter
baby ani ejina 18 no 18 na na ye wo no so pick from 18 points no eba be see enwa games no mo boy no excluding teams no more games na so 5 sabre na na ye ka ho asema because dan e better na ye ka ho asema na 6 points na Arsenal ball against Everton
awie
anomo game before Everton no more draw no sabe ball draw against Everton eti at that point no so for the points difference between Arsenal sabre no any neya eswate
no eswate that is this weekend eswate this stage don't say Arsenal bought a game more than them and if Chelsea
bought a game more than only Forest and Newcastle
and a Chelsea City abo and
for example from Nottingham Forest obi any wa obetimi assign sa difference no
and we went
no the difference there is still the Chelsea will 57
they Chelsea quite unique
but if they win
Chelsea quite unique
omo win you go 60 Newcastle win they go to 62
that means the points gap between Newcastle and Arsenal with how many games to go?
With 4 games to go. So that point was that they cannot get out of the top 4.
Top 4 don't move from.
The other 4 that was 60 points. Arsenal 67 points. So now we stand one. A 7 points difference.
Arsenal next league game no.
Oh, Bournemouth and
Encounter.
A Tuesday ball.
And Liverpool.
About Newcastle. So Arsenal need 2 matches.
Sorry. Mario at 4 matches. We have 3 points.
No, but we calculation that.
Is it more? The boy is underestimating Arsenal.
We look at Newcastle because Newcastle they anti-Arsenal film. 5
second year.
Chelsea now.
And yet third.
Chelsea never now be Arsenal film. And Chelsea 57 points now. Arsenal between 10 points.
How many points?
59.
Arsenal don't.
8 points.
8 points. Okay. If Arsenal pick 3 out of the 12, then Newcastle pick 12.
Better than Arsenal pick 3 out of the then Newcastle.
No, this is second calculation here.
No, not calculation. Newcastle.
You don't say they are.
You've not even checked their matches. See, Mama Arsenal matches. Arsenal, assuming Arsenal losing to Newcastle and Liverpool. The other games against Southampton and Bournemouth.
Bournemouth won't beat Arsenal.
Now we Newcastle matches.
That's Bournemouth beating Arsenal. And Bournemouth beating Arsenal.
0 to get 67 points in this league. And I'm making that. And just say you have shown some consistency.
I agree. Sometimes a second part of the season.
Second, no crying through. Not third. We will be second. Baby, I didn't know me. Be anyway.
No, Yamra. Now you heard BBC at the end of the day. Now, as I look at the lawyer, I can't be and a communications manager. With regards to coach Ogum, so to say obvious, we think because you're incompetent. But then, whatever been the case, Kotoko Asakino. So whatever Kotoko Asakino, Kotoko my who right decision with the Sakino, but we are to because coach and me meet Kotoko target on the man. When me meet Kotoko target of 2 seasons no. Now so to say me share Asante Kotoko, no na me can on promise say I got to performance this particular season. I'm disappointed. Just down to Kotoko was standard I was set. And Kotoko is Kotoko. So at any point in time, Kotoko go into a season. Kotoko go into the season. Mubiano, Mizoto, they are going in to win the league. So someone to me, we need Biana, or more funny say, or man to me, I'm performing. But look at where Kotoko is coming from. A team was sacking about 20 of the players. and over. Now already at this particular season, you know. So maybe I'm not still more compete with the 18 points to fight for. Still I will be league in money yeah. Anka omo performance can get disappointed. Anka coach Ogum anka one year disappointing like that. But because of the standard a certain man, you are the coach. I'm so to supervise the sacking of all these 20 players. And now Uto Begumu no. So first one team no struggles in the second one you start also go back to the market. As I go far another place I become I'm still no one place I go for new place I go for mobile you know. So two of the 3 or 4 strikers on Koba you know, with the exception of Kwame Poku, I want more glimpses of say fitness or how bit my people no one it looks like say so two and fat.
Okay.
So Akobasa now the pressure among so Kotoko sacking him. So to send all this background I'm the man and can maybe raise questions. Look at the free bar. But almost a lot of grounds to sack him based on them in some marking. And you know, so incompetent there, nobody can tag coach Ogum so incompetent. But so too
nobody can tag him.
Me not sure so bit
you will not tag him.
Me not sure so obi
wait my reason a point no I argue towards that. Nobody can never say never. Obi abet man can be.
So incompetent. What are the meaning of why do you describe him as incompetent?
I will not describe him as incompetent.
Because you not necessarily you. Me too as a
so why would anybody?
Why would anybody describe him as incompetent?
Okay. So
what I say, but for failing to meet the target of the club with the
some say if you fail to meet a target,
it makes you incompetent.
Well, that's why they're not having or showing the necessary skills to do something successfully.
So that represent Coach Ogum's
the way you want to interpret it.
Okay, so what about in the case? Maybe I want
to not having or showing the necessary skills
and then
to do something successfully.
So it's America say so League want to me and give you as coach be and apart from the League obi are incompetent to not to the cup
obi are incompetent be a target. Yeah, obi a target anything ne e betima bo e bia eno na Crystal Palace for any ade because almost say this season omo betima occupy a position fi say omo ba Premier League omo ni bi da.
Yeah,
so for them the coach is successful.
Okay,
one league. No, the the target that is set for you.
So I want
quite fully.
This discussion say down natural death. No coach, you know. We move to the next destination. I want to lose. Doctor Tam there. Doctor Tam
based on the fine.
No, put it to Doctor Tam
the Kotoko medical team for
doctor is here.
Medical team is almost because very 2 years in me. Almost there's a problem. Say changes are Russia for the being come. Players no, me pacho. Obe around for na
doctors
na na kwesi am kwesi dey name ba we friends am
member bo bi adin wa za ko dey come
but player wa ba then dem bi kwesi asante dey exam medical mo ye fan ho mo akokosan ne boy no he was supposed to be a cover to the Patrick Asiedu Oba ya so kotoko san ni we ya omyan san no mbra ya kotoko san ni we ya akwesa sente bra mzodu this is not
bro baby
the how kotoko then are consistent no in fatawa asem ba ya man ka kroma say hey ene unim say na no Sunday na kwamboku not bench mas no ntimbo ball is no bra.
That
you see, the I consistent. Me say IMC. You say Naja Omuko, you see one Muko. The second medical team no 3 years in the Omojumana has and because and the way by Kotoko Sunday ya on Sunday no brae. Kotoko on Sunday pay se opera. Onya di kata no sineta ni chiswa mepra ontimo bo ni bio ni entino ye de kan nya ne se
anana accident na kusa santi bo be na kusi asante boy opera bo be na kusi opera asante boy opera. It I think say we should also look at that area.
Okay.
The kind of medical some young boys no e pa e the research for there e say ko bia me you be enjo bi o
me be a lot of I'm not convinced. I don't need to be because Prade who top notch medical staff and the big teams here, how many of them normally players out of the season?
I don't know.
Any
I don't know.
My mama Japan ni obo Arsenal. The doctors in Arsenal. Wo ma fe na who nda be. Look show on train fi be film.
Season be na Arsenal Pamo head of the American.
O mu tin o jai call baby.
They be omu yi no. Omu yi obi.
One man dey call Manchester United.
Omu yi obi so. Because of the injury record at the club.
And today, do you know other scores have been United Super no? Because
so I'm saying this thing is all over.
And too many city and
I was one point in there. Show the work and I'm a woman. When Tomiyasu came, Obasani Bobo chance and opera. Because I go there. So Oba on pray or Sunny oh. Yo fatau agosia asante ana wa bi mkura duku but osani no pra so kwami pokui afi mo say na dey confirm so onya fit
aso abo anza
na mo so onya fit a chese na if you na dey buy o eti kotoko dem dey aya consistent
okay
on dey say hwe ni
zakito yi na wo kano ese ma eni ko ho kakra nge kotoko medical team me mo na fufu pa espere madamfo backward madamfo but in the line of omodwuma no ze nyoma bi ekokoko so a ma hwe be ma manfo ada to mo kakra ntezo mo mene so on say kotoko na bedroom pempenso bi a na akwa eti say even technical team no nim ogun afa technical team no nka ho say who told the line of the coach
I say ne baby ya
de me ba men ka se kokko yo de asem na mechanic
ya say also boss na
sometime aba e coach na de na ba
okay
e bi kura na player no conditioning a new level at club ni here no but because coach ni insisting you know we a member of the medical team now one here it becomes a problem between
you save your job.
Yes, a problem between Uni Ogum. And to save your job no because Ogum will to me
you survive
and Tisadia and
well example
oh is Otuo.
Okay,
I don't want to mention players because of their career and TB and but what I'm trying to say is say they have a professional role to play. Yeah. As medical team.
Doctors there.
It's a more compromise. Bibia no Matias and Sanyo Manomano. Yeah, the one about to save the club. I was a situation.
And you wanna play assembly maybe.
So say the issue ni koye no. And me share back kwa me catch no. So what them chana say? Yafa Ogum to perform a specific duty. I'm not saying say go and fight with the coach. Also na moye medical team ni afamu to perform a specific duty. E mo nyina mo duty no we to ese ka bom na the results ba. Ma me say a question wa. Ti say ase akan. Kotoko recruitment in the winter transfer window. So we say fai. Now we kwampuku a. Players are come ba e nyina no. Kotoko nya win from home. Because see it me the player ba so to medicals we share the condition of the player what you advise the coach ni say player the player will not get results edu kuminta a typical example it one area me feel say and then na changes aba no makarim to me ogum die ni bi
ada ogum de so anya omo fe
so to na see it hey aside the better table home by meeting the coach was not talking to the IMC chairman and you are aware.
Oh sir. And after that
no maybe make and some the points it's what I'm trying to say and say obia owo bia myoto obia owo bia to perform no to get results for Asante Kotoko.
Okay.
It's in say
we are playing a professional role.
Say player B Namzoto ebi e the condition no timi mu Kotoko. The medical team should be bold to tell the health coach. And yes, you be fan no about 3-4 matches. Na ni player na ba na fe player no timi mobiem. Eba anya club na be affect no.
Club na Aboka.
Na Aboka. Yes, Masafu Duku asema working. So we share the resources ayedema ogum. Opportunity ayedema no which Carlo Ancelotti, Pep Guardiola, or some do the late Samadi, the late coach Afran Omunyina nya bia. Obika so ogum na adwuma na obeya no Kotoko no. Anya competent. Anya wrong.
Debate we am.
They anya wrong. Adeti ni pa na wrong.
Competent or not. Okay.
What they say what they are going.
Debate na how you want to analyze.
It's like I say the opportunity given.
But he or no as an individual, as a human being, as a person.
Why was he
is competent?
Why was he sacked? He couldn't meet what the club asked him to do.
And not just say or no as a nipa ogumebia and another
until say at the name based on what Kotoko expecting from Ogum as a coach.
And therefore you
yes, until so be able to prove it.
Ese dia to Kotoko afi ekunu suya de ma bebre efrim but coach aya investment we nyina wo mu went me ama club na achieve target na $36,000 to $36,000 in the 5 months salary in 4 months ne kan bo me de me ma coach go to me ba go to asema ne kan do de me kan ye say ye he club ni sika sem ese nyoma bebre sesa
yeah ayi
ye he club ni sika sem a ese se nyoma bebre sesa mtoto the club cannot be making those form of investment.
What was the target of Ogum in the second year?
Double.
I think you can interrogate that to be fair to him.
Okay. Double. Safuduku Akape. Some target on my double. And to asem na make can very simple. Moving forward. Ese Kotoko hwehwe in your mamuye. Cha sisikani bebrebe no.
Oh, I say name of
and tete in your maso. Do what you say. Ese so mo tete in your bebrebe so. Because club no kwa adakwaja ache pa mtoto o kwa adakwaja ache a ensem fata me se me oto off air me the picture bi be kire bi na prince ousu ne Karim Zito te e bro mo kwa adakwaja ache and $36,000 de betimi aye wa adakwaja ache pa mtoto
na Karim Zito so be je say
entira me ka say moving forward
what here no
me oto na me ka say moving forward
what here no
enye za I'm not talking
to America and say if you are the same trend and a bit to us.
No, to na me say we are clubber and abrabo na ayebon you sika and you say oye wa wo de nti wo tugum sa akeke. Okay, you need to look at certain things and necessary so spend it on Kotoko coach cannot be taking that.
It was not double. But check your facts again.
Mr. Kachere nipa no de buy and say what kind statement asafu duku de buy official statement or kotko him or say target nenya dog nipa no kasa no onyi na nimu bra nkekan adwenkyere no on we say me boni din fire na kakra say tiram say onyi na nimu bra no
you want to obia hu wate enu ba sama zo obia enu ma sre doctor aba SM business aba SM movement aba social media aba simiso aba semenshi aba senior minister aba
omu yi ministers me he na ma senior minister o me say SM edim
SM ntino ma ndim enyi boys na feel go for lusu matches
oh omu ni how
go for relegation
hey.
And yes, I'm going to Accra.
What was the last 2 weeks? Some friend me say promise. How much short to SM 3 days?
Sir?
I'm say then I'm say asa. I feel you could I know the buy am kofa koyo. Almost short na car ba could be see anymore.
afei deɛ mete sɛ yɛnyɛ bio obi afra Dr. Edu wei deɛ ka Easter yɛ nnim so ne ɛtena hɔ
ɛnyɛ no kɔm to sɛ Dr. Edu nwom
yɛde aborɔfo atumi asa obi ne bayɛ a wabɛsa
Dr. Edu yeyeye udeni
ɔho nti ɛnɛ ɛsɛm no yɛbɛma
na sɛ head of sports abɔ ɛsɛm aba so paa
mpanimfoɔ no nso asan yɛ bi wonim sɛ ɛsɛm no wohwɛ ho a FDA tena ase din na ɔmo sɛ aduro wei sisiyareɛ no a ɛsa no ɛsiane sɛ da bi a yɛka nipa wabrabɔ nyinaa wo center boat ne waste wobɛtena hɔ a yɛ wo sisi wogyina hɔ a yɛ wo sisi wokɔ dɛm a yɛ wo sisi wopie nso a yɛ wo sisi nti waste paint na ɛwɔ ho no mmerewa ne nkɔkora ne mmammuwa no bi a ɔmo adane ɔmo ho mpanimfoɔ by force na ɔmo nom ɛsɛm no sisiyareɛ ho adwuma ayɛ no agya ɛnɛ yɛbɛka ho asɛm kakra kyɛ sɛ obiara fra Dr. Edu ɛsɛm no otumi ka ade foforɔ a yɛka adeɛ mmienu no a yɛakyerɛ Ghanafoɔ nsɛ yɛ no nti sisiyareɛ no deɛ mɛsrɛ maamefoɔ ne mpanimfoɔ no sɛ ɛsɛm bitters na yɛatwerɛ ho for waist pains and libido no no deɛ kyerɛkyerɛ mu a na ɛkura din bebree no na mmom ɛnɛ waist pains no nso a amanfoɔ anom a aboa wɔ mo paa nkakane na obi a wɔahyiga anaasɛ wanya Trelex a ɔde poma a ɔnom ɛsɛm a ne sisiyareɛ nti wɔde ato hɔ no ɛpɛ sɛ atiefoɔ nyinaa hwɛ na ɔmo sampa aduro wei no wokɔ store no si hɔ a ɛdin no yɛ edec SM bitters aduro bi a wotɔ biara na nkyɛn bɔmmɔden gye baako fɛ ka wo nnura a ɔde kɔ fie no ho herbal shop ne pharmacy abu so wɔ hɔ na fa SM kɔ fie na wo maame anaasɛ wo papa yɛ ɛwɔ yare sisiyareɛ bi a ayɛ korankɔ chronic ɛwɔ ne ho a wɔnom SM toa no wɔnhyɛ aseɛ nom baako mmienu mmiɛnsa nkosi mmiɛnsa soɔ no ɔno a bɛbisa wo baabi a yɛtɔn no na wonni ho mpa wasɔm yɛakɔtɔ abrɛ no nti waist pains ansa na waist pains bɛbɛ wɔ bi no ebi wɔ hɔ a na yɛ discs a ɛwɔ ne spinal cord no ɛna ɛkɔs ne saa obi nso wɔ hɔ a na ebi a sɛbi wɔte hwee a wabɔ fam domestic accident bi a maa ne ɛterew wɔ tiles so anaasɛ baabi anaasɛ adwaeɛ a wɔte bɔɔ hɔ na against ne sisi nti wɔnom SMB test na ɛbɛbɔ wɔ paa ma wo dompem ne wo ntim wɔ haw bi ayi afiri hɔ na yɛfiri hɔ no yɛba part 2 no so a wosa agorɔ biara na part 2 na ɛdɛ wɔne na ɛkɔ awie nti obiara ne ɛdi saa part 2 n'akyi nti ɛsɛm part 2 no kyɛ sɛ bɛrima biara wonim sɛ woyɛ bɛrima na wopɛ sɛ woyɛ bɛrima mu adeɛ a kɔpɛ ɛsɛm to hɔ mmaa no nso ɔmo da hɔ a ɔmo te sɛ kusia de ato nsuom atam hɔ te bɔɔ ɔmo yɛ quotation sɛ operation feed yourself nso ɔmo nyae nom ɛsɛm ne yɛ ahokeka wɔ mpa so ɛsiane sɛ woyɛ ɔbaa na wontumi nhwihwiri ɔwɔ sɛ abɔso abaa na ma egya etumi payɛ nti sɛ bɛrima no ebu adwuma no wangyegye ho a na sɛ wo no wate nka wu na nti sɛ libido yɛmi na metwerɛ yi o FDA approval waist pains and libido ne kyerɛ sɛ vitality na ɛsɛ etumi ɛyɛ dɛ emu bie atenka no yɛ adwuma nti woyɛ ɔbaa no wa wɔn sɛ ɛyɛ na amanfoɔ sɛ ɛsɛm no yɛ mɛmɛduro nkwampakyɛ daabi ɛnyɛ mɛmɛduro ɛmaa nom ɛma nom nkɔkora nom ɛmelewa nom na woyɛ ɔbaa na wote bɔɔ de bia sɛ ɔbaa biara na wayɛ te sɛ sɛbi odum bi a yɛtwa to fam a daabi ɛsɛ wotumi
ɛsɛ ɔbaa bi a wonte
daabi wonte hwee wonte da biara kyɛ sɛ wonkeka wo ho wonom ɛsɛm a ɛbɛn bɔ hwirihwiri te sɛ deɛ a wode kyɛnkyɛn bɔ abɔ cement to na hwirihwiri no baabiara kwam na ɛsɛ
ɔbaa no bɛhwirihwiri
ada na wanom ɛsɛ na wohwirihwiri wɔ mpa no so bɛrima a debia wo sampa wo yele debia ne quotation ne operation feed yourself no pa kyɛw
operation feed yourself ne deɛ
kyɛ sɛ ɔba no bɛda hɔ te bɔɔ no waka kyɛ bɛma sɛ woayɛ deɛ abɛyɛ wowia no wasɔre ɛno na ɛnyɛ sɛ wontumi nkeka ne ho
na obusa sɛ wawie
obi kora wo misa wo bɛwie kora no wada wagya hɔ no wada
ɛne operation feed yourself
wabɔ deɛ abɛtumi abɔ wotumi bɔ wie a ɛsɛ aban bi atwa mu slogan no no nti ɛmaa no afa
operation feed yourself
nti mede ɛsɛm bɛyi saa slogan no nso afi wɔ nɛmɛ nti wonom ɛsɛm a woyɛ bɛrima no ɛbɛboa ma wakae wo sɛ bɛrima bi ɔkɔda a adwumaden ne meeting ahodoɔ ne salary ama ntɛm nti awerɛhoɔ nti ɔtumi da wɔ abere a wɔnkae sɛ ɔwɔ yere papa bi da ne nkyɛn ba sɛ wonom ɛsɛm deɛ a wɔno deɛ ɔyɛ ɔkaakaafoɔ ɔbɛkaaka osisi a sɛ papa mpakyɛ ɔsɔre
na ɛsɛm no boa ɔmo yere baako a na mmienu because obi nso yere mmienu ne ade yɛ difference bɛn na wɔ mu
wɔyere yɛ baako koraa na sɛ woammɔ adwuma a wobɛgyaa wo
okay
mese deɛ sɛ monim sɛ meyere ma ɛyɛ maako
ɔmo yɛ sɛn sɛ
4 pɛ
4 anaba
December yi o yɛkɔto aba no na 5 December na meyɛ ayɛfo tentenkyɛ de tɛ akyire
4
ano na madwe wɔ elections ni sɛdeɛ bɛyɛ a dodoɔ ma ne koraa nipa 1005 na ba ma ayɛfo no ase
ɔde 4 Enti what you mean managing na?
Oh, say me mo nine no me fa say me ye baako.
Adenta.
Me wa me si e hwe omo no. Me manage omo. Oh, yes, oh, naturally me asa na me bo me. Me mo nine no. Me manage my dream say me ye baako.
Enti asem no wo num bi o.
Oh well, eye den me na me ye di ade na me num bi. Because me ni pa den oh, asem no be num question me answer na wo yele we sisi yo ya na why wa dwen say that we sisi be yo ya me no say de be that
na so bi ni yire wontumi no mana
then tell me sisi ya ya seba for
okay
when you allow to me no question ya me answer ba ku bia o fall bia to me no
okay
wo yele wo qualify we sisi ya wa bla wo ni yele wo qualify and why wa dwen say wo mpese that you be sisi ya de asase no SMB test and once when you 18 years now Bobby but the alcohol ni say no ni bi test ya alcohol ni
okay
and ni bi test alcohol in him to one no my boa pa
so for nom kramoni no obia no
oh bishop for no no pa obia no curtains it's need them oh baby just say ehifa ahimfia na say he be
na bi wo
esem no me no ka say fia akra bi wa
ena ma me koi enti no answer doctor bewie no kokole na akoko sisi a obenya bi ewo kasapa pharmacy techiman commerce station obi ho repash ewo kanshi akra sana house of drug ewo kenshi obenya bi ato Gapson pharmacy ekofodia PK Gombila ewo Tamale obenya bi ato ewo God Day pharmacy ewo Takrade ana Pena Herba Kepkus of a K okumase also obetimi anya bi ato
na numbers no do
eti telephone numbers no enie se be ya onfom kwan no 0243 989368 0243 989368 and 055 8379 545 055-8379-545.
Numbers no
yes, and 020 1044 221 020 1044 221. Doctor, take over.
Me that say a numinity, you can't tell you for some mamma and papa be a stroke. Africa had the fan come baby.